Howdy, folks. My name's Sam King, and I have an idea that I'd like to share with you. This video, like the rest of the videos that I release today, are going to be kind of off the cuff, just rough drafts. I hope to make a better version in the future. But like my college years, I decided to wait till the last minute. It is the last day of December 2019. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Decade. Hopefully, this idea is going to be the idea of the decade. I'd like to share it with you. But before we do that, if you're like me, you probably already want to hit the X button. This is going to be a terrible video. The audio, video quality, the lighting, everything's awful, but I think the idea is good. So if you're willing to stick around, I'd like to make a wager with you. This is between you and me. This is, if I could reach through the camera and shake your hand, I plan on holding to this. I really do. I think you're going to like this idea. So watch the rest of the video. Later in the video, I'll tell you what the wager is because I don't want you trolling and being like, I'm just going to say that I didn't like it now. I'll make them, okay? Secondly, I think it's pretty important for you guys to understand who I am as a complete stranger, kind of off the bat. So I'm going to put a link in the description. I want you to pause the video and go to that first link. And that's going to kind of describe my thought process. You know, it's a nice little video that someone else made for me that pretty much perfectly shows off what goes on in my brain. So pause now, go and check that out. Everybody who has paused, and if you haven't, please pause and check that out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Everyone who hasn't, you don't get to know why I just giggled until you go and check it out. So in the meantime, what is this idea? Why is this banner over my head? World peace, little pretentious. Everyone's tried to do it before. No one's ever heard of you. How could you have the idea to solve it? And I really don't know. I don't know why I'm the one who has to make this video. I don't know why someone else didn't go ahead and figure all this out already, and we'll talk more about that in later. But I just kind of want to describe the idea finally to you. So World Peace Movement is a business, and it's going to be a social organization, hopefully, with the ultimate goal of world peace. And how we're going to achieve that is we're going to build an app and a website and a social organizational platform with a whole bunch of tools and stuff like that that make it easy. And this is the motto, so you hear it a lot: to report, track, and take action into any issue that matters to you, all in one place. And when I say any issue, I do mean any issue. I don't get to tell you what matters to you. You get to tell me, and then hopefully we'll come together and build up a platform that makes issue resolution a lot easier. It's my belief that the amount of shenanigans, and I'm going to try to keep this a family-friendly channel. I'll make another channel to say words worse than shenanigans, but the shenanigans going on in the world, it's about enough. And we finally are at a stage as a society and as a people where our technological level is going to allow us to actually start doing some pretty awesome things. So that's what this whole World Peace Movement is. That's what the whole report, track, take action thing is. I'm going to explain it a little bit more. But if you're not interested at all at this point, you know, you think this guy's an idiot, he's never going to freaking solve this, it's never going to work, I totally understand, and I don't want to waste any more of your time, so I'll go ahead and get to the wager right now. I'm going to do the whole YouTube thing, and the wager is that if you hate this video and you hate this idea that I'm going to explain a little bit more right after this, I want you to hit that down button and let me know that I did a terrible job and need to do better in the future. And what I'm going to do is, for every downvote that I get, I'm going to do a push-up or something else. And I know, you know, toxic masculinity and all that stuff. We'll talk about other issues later. But for now, I'm out of shape. I may not look it, but I really am, and I need to get in shape. So doing some push-ups is a fair punishment. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I kind of need them. If you want it to be crunches or lunges or any other physical activity that helps me get in shape and also feel like crud for making a terrible video, I understand. On the other hand, at the end, if you like this video and you hit that like button, I'll do 2. Whatever it is, push-ups, crunches, whatever. If you hate this video, hit the dislike, you get 1 out of me. If you like it, I'll give you 2. If you subscribe, we'll figure something out from there. So that's the wager. So how exactly is this going to work? Well, first I'm going to need some help from you. and not your friend to the left or right watching this, or the person that you hopefully are going to send this to. Whatever your name is, whoever you are, I just need a few moments of your time to go up to the website and at least add your email address so that I can show people, hey, people are interested in this. I've got 100,000, I've got 1,000,000, I've got whatever. People that are showing that they're interested in this. Let's make this happen. That's the first thing that you're going to be able to do to help this. And that's going to be the first step needed to make this happen. You can subscribe to my Twitter or this or whatever you need to do to show that you're interested in this idea. We have to come together and organize. If you read any of history, you'll see that every movement that has come before had people who were central leaders and who organized, and unfortunately most of them went and Epstein themselves. I hope that doesn't happen to me, but that's another issue that again we'll talk to later, again all off the cuff. So things are a little meandering in my thought process. Unfortunately, one of the things I'm really going to need help with from you guys is organizing this all down and making it a lot better, because I'm just kind of the fire starter guy. I really want you guys to take this ball and run with it. So what this is eventually going to be is a membership organization similar to the YMCA or the ACLU or Amnesty International or any of those, where you pay a monthly or yearly due, and then they use those funds to try to build up the platform. And what this platform is going to be is, like I said, an app and a website where you can report, track, and take action into all the issues that matter to you in one place. We're going to use systems like economies of scale and stuff like that, and other systems that have been established and well thought out to actually solve all these issues, from something as small as, hey, there's a pothole in my road, to bigger stuff like the Hong Kong protests, or the Trump impeachment, or the Panama Papers, or again the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, or issues that kind of only really matter to you or a dozen people. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go on and you're going to report it, and we're going to make it as simple and easy to use as possible. It's going to be just like when you're reporting something to customer service. You're going to go in, you're going to select some drop-down menus. It's about this, it's about that. If it doesn't exist, we'll use your input to build it up. And then once you report it, hopefully it'll go to expert moderation. As we're building the system, it'll probably be just community moderation. There's the reporting part. Now we know about the problem. Now I know what matters to you, what your issue is. Then you have the ability to track it. You can, kind of like Wikipedia or GitHub or any of the other collaborative platforms, we're going to be able to come together and keep that knowledge forever. Never in the history of mankind has the common person, which is more than likely what you and me are. I know I'm a commoner, even though my last name is King, and I tend to be a bit arrogant about that. Sorry. I am a commoner. I am the commoner. We'll get more into that later, but yeah, life's been interesting for me. So you're going to be able to track it, and everyone's going to be able to come together and track it, and use a whole bunch of awesome tools to verify the documentation and all sort. I've thought about this, and your ideas are going to help make it better. But you're going to be able to track it, and the information will be delivered to you in an easy to digestible manner if that's your style, or if you're the kind to go in and dig and find the information, you'll be able to do that. And then that's the next step, is the take action. As amazing as all of this knowledge is going to be, if we just sit around on our hands, it's not going to do anything. So we're going to have kind of a scale of 0 to 100. 1 being something like, email me once a year. Let me know what's going on with this issue. It's not a big deal. There's a pothole in the road. It's going to get fixed when it gets fixed. And then 100 will be, we're hitting the streets, we're protesting, we're calling people who need to be called, we're organizing, we're doing, full kilter. And you're going to choose which issues matter to you, which ones you want to participate in, and then actually have a place to go. The Hong Kong protests to me are probably one of the big sparking points for this, and I have no idea what to do to help. I could send a little money here or there, I could write, but just me as one person isn't going to do much. That's why they're organizing, that's why they're protesting, because if one person stood on the street and screamed, even though they have the answers to everything, no one's going to listen. We've got to come together, and it's time for us to stop coming together over just individual issues, because no one cares about one thing. breast cancer is a huge thing, and from everyone who's ever suffered from it or had a loss or anything like that, they know it's a big issue. But at the same time, it's not the only issue they care about. Their job still sucks. They still have to pay taxes that get used by corrupt politicians to line the pockets of their friends and family. None of this is okay, and it honestly doesn't have to happen anymore. Again, I know people have said it before, but think about where we are now. Think about this amazing freaking device in our hands. My last name is King, and I love to use, that. But think about the kings and queens of history, the actual ones. Not, Game of Thrones or whatever, but that was our actual history. That actually happened to our species. Think about Bloody Mary and what she would do to get this in her time. A device that allows her to map the entire world, communicate with anybody instantaneously. That thing has a lot more power than we're using it for. And that's what I want to do. So that's the general idea. I'm going to be trying to make different series about different ideas, trying to share who I am with you guys, because unfortunately this was my idea. You guys had the chance, and I guess I'm the one who is going with it. I'm going to continue to try to improve myself, improve the qualities of these videos and this organization, but I'm going to need your help to do it. I'm a pretty critical person of myself, which is good and bad. I don't think that this video is going to be good enough to garner the traction that I want to, have one of those viral video effects, but maybe one of my other ones where I'm a little bit more goofy will help. But my intent for the rest of my life is to work on this. I'm just starting right now. Maybe I'll look back on this in 10 or 20 or 30 years if I don't, again, go and Epstein myself for trying to take the power away from corrupt officials, and laugh at how sad of a video this is. But honestly, this is what I got for right now to try to get this idea out to you guys. I know it's not perfect. I'm going to get better. But in the meantime, again, going back to that wager, if you hate it, hit that dislike button. And honestly, for everyone that I get, I will do a push-up. And if it gets up to 1 million, I'll do 1 million. That was my, or no, sorry, 500,000. I decided 500,000. If I do 50 push-ups a day for the next 30 years, that's like almost 500,000 push-ups. If you guys, for whatever reason, hate the hell out of this video and decide, that it's going to be more than 500,000, I don't think I have the time left on earth to try to do all those. And same for if you like it. If I happen to get 10,000 or, more, then that's a lot of friggin' push-ups, and hopefully I'll be in shape. But if not, then I'll know that I need to make better videos for you guys and do more. I know I left a lot out. Again, this is just kind of a rough draft video, just something to get out there and share with you guys. I'm going to make a whole bunch of other videos today, including probably for me what is the most important video in this one, and that's my challenge video. I think if I'm going to try to do this and lead you guys, even though throughout my life I've had, some shenanigans just like you, that I need to prove to you right from the get-go that I'm willing to sacrifice for you guys if I'm going to ask you guys to sacrifice for me. So during the month of January 2020, I'm going to be doing the Food Stamp Challenge Extreme Mode. If you want to know more about that, go ahead and check out that video. I hope I haven't wasted too much of your guys' time. I hope you like the idea, at least enough to, hit subscribe and check out some of the other videos. Come back, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, whatever. We've got to build this thing up. We've got to organize. If you don't like me, then tell me somewhere else that we can go. But it doesn't seem like anything like this exists. It seems like everybody just cares about one single issue, and I think it's time we bring them all together under an umbrella and actually start solving them. I hope you have a happy new year and a happy decade, and I hope to be a part of it.